Hello everyone, what's up? DAdvisoor here with the first ever stream of another day in crypto. To be honest, been thinking about doing these for such a long while, always kept making up excuses, and like they say, no day like today. What I mostly want to do is just, I don't know, just like I did with the editions, go over whatever seems interesting, and what a day we had in the market today, didn't we? Let's check it out. Let's actually start with some graphs. Let's see if I can share this here. Just a second. Yes. So you've probably seen this graph today. I can only imagine. The JPY USD. Look at that. And they all say it's all about the carry trade with the Japanese yen. The Japanese yen began strengthening in front of the dollar, and look at that. Seriously, quite interesting actually. Quite interesting to see the market react today all over the world. This is of course not just crypto related. This is I don't know. I haven't seen a day like today ever since I was a complete noob at 2020. Still pretty much of a noob, but was quite fun to see. I actually saw an excellent thread. Let me just find something here. I saw a great thread by John Woo about this thing. Let's try and find it. Explaining the whole thing. I had it pulled up actually. Few seconds, folks. Apologize. Quite new at these solo streams. It takes me too long to do stuff with computers. So just a second. We'll show the VIX for a second. VIX is like how scared are the markets. So look at that. Last 5 days. We were about here, 18.23. Today it reached 55. Yeah, markets were showing it. All kinds of stats. Nasdaq. It's kind of chilled actually now. But yeah, markets definitely responded. Nikkei, of course, in Japan with the most, 12.5%. A lot of money. What's that John Woods thread? Apologies, guys. Had so many things pulled up here, but I should learn how to work with OBS. Will be much simpler. Maybe this will work as well. Maybe it's this one. Yeah. Let me just see if I can, if that's what this thing. Aha. All right. Here we go. Took a while. Took like 11 minutes. But here we go. That's what I wanted to read with you. Just a second. Did I close it or what? I didn't. Man, I should learn how to set up these kind of streams. It's gonna be quite funny, but okay. Let's just start rolling with some stuff till I found it, and then we go. There were a lot of talks about the jump live in crypto. Let's read some stuff. Bobo Shanti, this one. It appears that jump trading has indeed been liquidating. $400 million in ETH past 2 weeks from one wallet. Guess that partially explains the dumping effect of the ETH ETF on price action plus current dumping. Lord knows what's going on with their Bitcoin wallets. Nice tweet, man. All right. Sassal also wrote about this. I just want to make sure that it's something I see now. Just a second. Oh, it's not even turned on. Okay. If Jump is actually fully exiting the crypto ecosystem, then this is one of the most bullish things to happen in a long time. They've been a complete parasite on crypto for years, and the industry will be much better off without them. Good riddance. Nice. Let's look at some more. Waz talked about it as well. He was, I think, the first one that I found, at least, tweeting about it. Jump have been moving coins relentlessly for at least 22 hours straight. That means they got people to work fucking shifts, dumping their books on any liquid weekend, following the worst stock market day in years. This is a conscious decision to inflict the maximum amount of pain. It leads to a tweet before that. Kind of can go fuck himself. Imagine working in this industry for years, making bank, and then dumping all our favorite internet coins on a holy Sunday. For us, it's actually Shabbat that's holy, but I can get the point. Our expectations for you were low, but holy fuck. Nice one, actually. Nice one. All right. Let's look at some other stuff. Care Finance. In the meantime, DeFi is working normally. This is a response. This is them quoting a tweet by Watcher Guru saying some of the stuff that happened today. Just in, the following trading platforms are reportedly down. Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, Vanguard, E-Trade, Fidelity. This is why we do crypto, guys. This is why we should go on-chain with dApps we trust. And actually, it's very interesting today to see the dApps being battle tested. Let's keep the battles only for that, hopefully, but who knows. Back to the subject. I actually wrote about FX protocol today. You guys, some of you already know that I'm a part of, I'm a founder actually at the A-Team and a community booster since the beginning at all of, in all of the community booster programs by Aladdin DAO for Concentrator, for Clever, and for FX protocol. And FX has been proven to be very resilient, actually. The stable coins are stable. The positions are not liquidated. Stability mode has not kicked in even with very strong volatility, actually. It was quite impressive. So shout out to all the DeFi protocols out there that held on. And for sure, Care Finance, our dearest, not financial advice, everyone, of course, I will just mention, this is basically a stream that I do just to share my thoughts, show some of the stuff I found online, just like I used to do with my Substack editions originally, back then. It was it was very different when we were able to actually when I was able to copy paste the tweets. Ever since, it's not really possible. But I've been wanting to do a video version of these for so long, and I think it's just a matter of deciding that I'm starting to do it and learning as I go, because otherwise it's just never going to happen. And that's basically the only thing that we can do. I don't know if I've even showed the tweets earlier, but let's start trying to show them now. Okay. Okay, I should learn how to do it. I have too many tabs open. That should be my lesson. I should learn how to work. All right, lessons being learned, guys. Lessons being learned. Okay, so that's the Curve Finance tweet that I've just read to you guys. I think there's a chance I found that John Woo thread, so let's switch to it. Okay, I think it's on screen now. Okay. This was actually a great thread, I think. I think it really explains the whole Japanese yen and carry trade situation. For me, someone who really doesn't understand these kind of things well enough, this was very informative. So let's go over it. I think that some of you will find it valuable. Sorry, just like I did. And shout out to Jonathan Love Wu. Great one. Really a great one. And shout out to Joey from DYAD. Joey Roth. He's the one that made me notice it. Let's go over it. Sorry. It seems unintuitive that a small 25 basis point interest rate hike in Japan would spike all risk assets, including tonight's minus 20% ETH candle. But you need to understand the way the carry trade works. It's a leveraged unwinding. The quick explanation of the carry trade is borrow at zero rate and invest in something with higher than zero expected returns. Borrow yen for nothing, buy an asset outside Japan that yields more than nothing, and profit. The same behavior happened during the ZERP era. I have no idea what the ZERP era is, so let's check. Should have checked it earlier again. ZERP meaning zero interest rate policy. All right. Good one. Okay, I think I know how to get back to the window now, at least that. Learning, guys, learning. The same behavior happened during the ZERP era. Take a margin loan out against your equities at a 2% variable rate and buy an Airbnb with it that yields 7%. 7% minus 2%, 5% of free money. Right. Let's look at the picture. I just bought an Airbnb for a variable rate margin loan against. I always love that meme so much. This is like the funniest meme, in my opinion. Maybe because I don't know, she's so beautiful and he's so into it. I don't know. This is the best meme ever. It's the funniest. I just bought an Airbnb on a variable rate margin loan against my startup equity. There's no way all of that is correlated, right? Right? Well, yes, so long as your borrow rate remains low, your collateral is worth something, and the thing you bought with your loan makes money. Sounds reasonable. All those things are becoming not true for the carry traders. Let's see how. First, rates. The Bank of Japan is being forced into tighter monetary policy to protect Japanese people suffering under inflation, the same killer the Fed was forced to confront when it raised interest rates at a historic pace from 22-23. An already weak yen was making it hard for Japanese to buy foreign goods, a very tough spot to be in for a resource-poor country that imports most of its goods. So in order to combat inflation, the BOJ, That for a change, I know the Bank of Japan raised rates. Recall that interest rates are the price of borrowing money. So if you want less money in circulation, you raise the price of creating money. He sends here to one other threads that he has. Maybe I will go over this one. I should keep it. The carry traders borrow in yen in order to buy foreign assets. To the carry traders borrow in yen in order to buy foreign assets, this is death. They own foreign currency denominated assets against yen denominated loans. So for someone who owes yen and owns USD denominated assets, JPUSD goes down. You're smiling. JP to the USD. I don't know how you say it in English. Goes down. You're smiling. And here at the end of the trade, they actually saw that he fixed it. It's this one. JPY USD goes down. He's happy. JPY USD goes up. He's crying. Let's go back to it. Just a second. Where is it? Okay. Higher interest rates exert upward pressure on the yen's value. First of all, they create direct demand for more yen because now the yield on yen has gone up, strengthening the currency because more people want to buy and hold it. Second, it increases the cost of borrow. Higher borrowing costs equals less yen borrowed, less supply, more upward pressure on the yen. As a result, the yen has spiked in value, and the inverse measure, USD/JPY, has fallen dramatically from a high of 164 to 162 to 145. This is my thumbnail as well. Guys, what is this? This is meaningful for people like with serious money. Such a drastic change of like 10%. This is from actual finance, guys, like the real finance. For them, 10% is like probably like 70% to us. And because the yen is so much stronger, anyone who was borrowing yen now owes 10% more in USD terms just over the last few weeks. So it's a double whammy for yen borrowers. Your loan outstanding is higher, your interest rate is higher as well. The result caused some traders to sell their assets and repurchase yen in order to buy back their loans. And what does that do, guys? But that by pressure against the yen sends it up further, right? Which forces more buying, resulting in a liquidation cascade. Oh my God, probably hearing my washing machine over there. Hopefully not too much. It's funny, in crypto, we see these reflexive dynamics play out over and over again. This is basically how Terra got unwound. Not a great comparison if you're the Japanese yen. We were born into reflexivity. Everything goes great in one direction, yen cheaper, I'm richer, and often the opposite. Now we see how over the skis the carry traders were. It seems folks were making a bet that interest rates would stay at zero forever, that USD/JPY would skyrocket, making the yen worthless, and that BOJ, Bank of Japan, was willing to enact ever more pain on the Japanese consumer. And if that's the case, we might not even be close to the end of forced selling. That's the way these cascades go. Only the folks with horrible risk management get liquidated first, but the building snowball eventually eats up anyone on the wrong side. This is something that we definitely saw in 2022 in crypto. You know, it seemed that we reached a peak every time, but all of a sudden the actual big liquidations started reaching because listen, I'm no expert, but let me tell you, last cycle, that's how it looked. Like it went like from another to another, and they just couldn't hide it anymore. This is why risk assets are taking a tumble. The hidden leverage in the system was the infinite money glitch that was Japan monetary policy. The Bank of Japan was the piggy bank for the world's assets, but the piggy bank just closed, and now pain. Whoa. Some responses now. Wow, this went proper viral. Hi, mom, about me. I'm an early stage investor at Asylum Ventures. Let's check it out. Drop your email here if you want to keep in touch. Let's do it first of all. My email, guys, if you ever wanna send me an email, but I never actually use emails, so just reach out to me somewhere else. But with John Woo on Asylum Ventures, let's check it out. Asylum Ventures, $55 million early stage fund investing $1 to $2 million in founders that make startups. Not a bank, but we have dollars. Okay, this is actually interesting. Asylum Ventures hasn't posted yet. Quite cool. And John Woo is serious. He's a serious guy. Okay, let's move on. The Cap. We actually hope to have him on Leviathan News today. Let's see if we can pull it off. He's been talking about the battle zone a lot, guys, as you probably remember. Look at that piece of butter over there. 5.26% down on Nasdaq pre-market. This is going to be such an incredible day. This is before trading started. As you can see, the Nasdaq, let's refresh this. Okay, 4% down right now. Don't be surprised if it goes down even more. Do not be surprised. I have no idea. Wait a minute. I didn't show it. Now I'm showing it. Down almost 4%. According to now, how long till the day closes, the day of trading closes? What time is it? If anyone is watching it and you wanna say something over there, we even have someone replying to us. Let's do it. Let's find the X stream. Didn't even share it. But let's write a GM here. The very least we can do. The very least we can do. Let's even post about this. Just a second, guys. Excited. First ever video edition. Quite fun, actually. Okay, let's go back to that. Where's that piece of butter? Here it is. The Cap. Showing this one. Here's a poll. What do we have here? This was also a discussion I wanted to show. The Cap is tweeting, lol, rate cuts have no effect on this. Max profit. Honestly, you're the most cryptic person in Twitter. I have no idea. Are you serious with the statement or not? I can relate. Often it's very difficult to know if Noah is serious or not, and I didn't know as well. Noah says, this is as clear a statement as possible. Cutting rates does zero on this. This is fast, and rate cuts are slow as fuck. I should get these streams 18 plus registered with. They didn't even think about it. Okay, so I'm asking him. So what are we seeing here, Cap? And he says Japan carry trade unwind, just like we just saw with the John Woo thread over there. So them raising the rate was big, no? Complicated. They needed to create the situation. It's kind of what I would have done type conversations. Wow. Really hope we have him on today. he's going to be very interesting to chat with, and very excited about his next stream. But guys, by the way, if you don't know the Cap yet, if you don't know this guy, you're not getting it. This is the number one and most important guy to follow, to watch his solo streams. Like, if you really want to start understanding stuff, this is the guy you should start listening to relentlessly. Captain Rational Noah Seidman. You can also catch him on his YouTube at Noah Seidman as well. Just check him out, really. He's the GOAT. He's the absolute GOAT. Okay, Max Profit is asking, what option do they have to solve this? If cutting doesn't work, markets are crazy, waiting for 2 years for DXY to fall, yield curve to uninvert, and the market shits the bed. Cap says they need to issue more debt fast. The market is screaming there is a shortage of the most demanded product the US offers, and I can only imagine he's referring to the US dollar. All right, let's move on. This was also interesting by Raul Paul. He also had a stream. I shared it. It's actually a good opportunity to show this, but I don't even know if I can show it. But I will put it in the comments, maybe. I'm sharing videos both on Substack and on my new TG group. Let me just paste it on the stream, but I have no idea where the stream is. So I'll paste it a bit later. Anyway, we had this, just a second. Apologize, guys. A very nice thread, and also a video out on YouTube on Raul Pal, the Journeyman, by Raul Pal. He's basically saying that it's a good opportunity to buy some crypto, but this is the very short version of this thread that I didn't even fully read. Not a thread, a post. And I really like Raul. Would check it out. Would recommend you check it out. We already, I think, we've read this one. Okay, let's look at some funny stuff. Eric Heath, kill the servers and no one can sell. Genius. That's a response to this. Walter Bloomberg. User reports indicate problems at Charles Schwab. Down detector. User reports indicate problems at Fidelity. We've also mentioned this a bit earlier with one of the tweets. Yeah, guys, we should have a way to trade which is really immutable. That's kind of the whole point. If it isn't, that's the first hint. Arnold Bernot, just spoke with my contact at Jump Crypto. Back to that. Just spoke with my contact at Jump Crypto. They confirmed they are fully unwinding their multi-billion-dollar crypto positions and exiting the space completely. I asked why. The response, a single word, Ansem. Let's look at some other stuff. Back to Eric Keith. Shockingly, fragmenting the sector's liquidity across 5,000 low-cap meme coins wasn't ideal in the end. That's actually right. Bob the Builder, nice guy. Check him out with his new project, IVX. Shout out Bob the Builder, really. Great guy, a very diligent builder, building IVX on Bera with Waj and some others. Good luck, guys. 1 day expiry options, guys. He's building some innovative stuff. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate that. Shout out to you. Okay. By the way, this was also funny. Let's look at that. Top-notch content. This is from the new Mitch channel. Mitch is the founder of Curve, for those of you who are unfamiliar. EC replying to something. Can you deliquidate my balls, Michael? Only if you use them as collateral. What can I tell you? How can you not like this project? How can you? How can you? Let's look at that. Okay, back to Eric Keith. Never going to Japan again. By the way, this is also something I want to share. You know what? No, not now. Not now. This I will share now, actually. Okay. I read this like a week ago or something like that. This is a thread by Omid Malekan. I don't know where it says that I'm not following him. It's called ETH is the high quality liquid asset of crypto. This is actually a very interesting thread. Maybe I will do a whole stream about it. You know what? Reading it with you guys. It's kind of fun reading tweets and posts. But I really recommend you guys check it out. Omid Malekan OMS is his X handle. And I really enjoyed this post. ETH is the high quality liquid asset of crypto, basically explaining why ETH is the actual internet money, why it's not Bitcoin, why Solana is not really an option, and why, like, if you're really looking at some, like, high quality liquid asset is like a term he said. I will just read the beginning of it to make you like, to give you like a teaser. In anticipation of the ETF launch, I've written a mini paper explaining what an HQLA is, why we need a natively digital one, and why ETH is the most likely candidate. My analysis compared to BTC and Sol. Here's the summary. Why HQLA? HQLA is a concept from TradFi used for banking regulation. It's a designation for assets that have almost universally recognized value and deep liquidity, things banks can own safely and sell in a pinch without moving the market. I'm loosely applying the concept to crypto because such an asset is something we can use to build an entirely new decentralized financial system. And natively digital HQLA means better decentralized stablecoins, safer credit, and more trustworthy derivatives. My analysis explains why this can't be a DApp token, centrally issued stablecoin RWA, real-world assets, or L2 token. The best candidates are the native coins of L1s. And what's better than ETH, guys? What's better than ETH? Let's get real. By the way, let's look at the ETH ETFs. No data for today yet, so not that interesting. This is also some other stuff. Let's see if I have anything specific that I wanted to share. Okay, I just got this one by the cap as well. The carry is so big they can't cut. They're going to be forced to refinance at remarkable rates given the parabolic increase in interest expense thus far. They'll just get Japan to buy it all with the intervention mechanism being yen on the balance sheet. Gotta take care of the closest ally. If you understand what it actually means, please feel free to add it in the comments. Cap is just too good. I have to watch him quite relentlessly to have a chance to get it. Okay, guys, I think it's enough for this one. I really enjoyed it, to be honest. Just a second. Okay. I really enjoyed it. I know it was very clunky at the beginning, especially, and maybe not only at the beginning. Feel free to like share any kind of like comment on it, your view on it. I kind of want to make it not for my, I think most of my 7 followers, active followers on X right now, because on X, I think for me, it's mostly about like learning from others. I'm not that savvy myself to be teaching, but for newer people, I think for like beginners, I think I can like send them off, in my opinion, in a good direction. And that's really, I think, one of the most interesting things that I want to do. Like, I want to be able to just point people at stuff that I find interesting, that I, it's basically 4 years now that I've been in crypto, a classic cycle, and not very much with too much advice of myself, because I don't have that much advice to give, but I definitely enjoy sharing the kind of advice that I'm looking at and considering to myself. And please remember that the investing process, or like the managing of your funds process, is a process that you do with yourself. It's a mental process. It's actually an emotional process as well, at least for many of us. And I definitely recommend that you, above all, reach the understanding that your funds are yours, you're in charge of them, and you have the obligation for yourselves and for your loved ones to do the best you can with your energy and assets, and the way you manage your finance. And no matter what the level that you are is, we should always try to step it up, and there's always room for improvement, even for the noobest of noobs. And I'm still very new at this, but I'm extremely fortunate to have like gotten into it, and seriously, and really try to at least take responsibility with my stuff. It was really crucial for me as someone that this whole part, I will maybe get into it like in future streams, but like this whole side of things was beyond me. I thought it didn't matter, but I was wrong. And in 2020, when the world got so crazy, I started noticing some stuff and noticing the markets as well. At first, with stocks was the craziest year, pretty much. And then in around July of 2020, I started noticing crypto as well. And then it started. And I really think that with this new cycle coming, and with the benefits that crypto has to offer, with creating a new system, I really want to just take part and do the best I can to help point others in the right direction. Of course, that's what we also try to do on Leviathan News. So check us out. You probably know how to find us if you're watching it, and if not, you will probably succeed in doing it. So thanks a lot, everyone, for tuning in. Really, really enjoyed it. Feel free to share any kind of like feedback that you have on it.